Hey, this is Shorty Rock from Miller Brothers MMA. Welcome to our Technique of the Week.
How you doing? I'm Jim Miller of Miller Brothers MMA. This is one of our students, Marissa Knerr, and today I'm going to go over the Kimura from bottom half guard. One thing I want to point out about the Kimura that I do from bottom half, I really want to isolate the elbow and pull the elbow high and get the upper arm perpendicular before I start torquing on the arm going for the submission. What that does is it isolates the smaller muscles of the shoulder and takes any of the chest and back out of it where they can use to defend. Okay, so the first finish that I go to from the Kimura here, we'll start from a bottom half. I have my frame and her elbow flares out. All right, take my top frame and I come over top of the elbow. And what I want to do is I want to take my wrist and put it in the back of her elbow. And now I'm not so much worried about grabbing her wrist, because if I grab her wrist, it opens things up. There's a lot more play. If I start pulling on it, I've got wasted space and wasted energy. So I want my grip to be tight. And usually my hand ends up being a little bit closer to the elbow than it does the wrist. So I'm here and I'm tight. And there's no space in this grip here. No thumbs, and curl my wrist down, all right? So with her first defense of just grabbing inside the thigh, what I'll do is I'll take my knee that's outside the half guard and I post it in her hip. And I'm gonna use that knee to drive up and use some of the bigger muscles in my legs and back to pull up and pull the arm out. Once the hand is out, I'm gonna shoot my bottom hip down and through and roll flat to my back. At the same time, I'm gonna drive with this hand and get the submission. I come here and drive away. This is usually the screamer type tap. You catch people off guard and they give out a little holler. All right, so I'm framed, the elbow flares out. I come over top and I grab my Kimura grip tight in the elbow, okay? Knee goes in the hip. I pull and drive with my knee. Once the hand comes out, I shoot my hip through, flat to my back, and drive the hand away and get the tap. Okay? The other submission happens a lot with bigger training partners, bigger opponents, when they lock their grip together, and it's a tough time, even with the knee and the hip, to break that grip. Okay? So we're here, her elbow flares out, I come over, I get a nice tight grip on the elbow again, and now she's locked her grip up. Now what I'm looking to do is get her to pick her head up. All right? So as I'm pulling, maybe that head comes up, maybe she tries to do one of the defenses where she's gonna posture up here. All right? Now what happens is the leg that's outside the half guard swings all the way out and around her head. And what I try to do is swing it all the way over and come into the same side hip as the arm that I'm attacking. Now I can use that foot and the hip to get myself a little more parallel to her. That's gonna make it easier to get my bottom leg out. Bottom leg comes out. And once my foot comes out, I shoot my bottom leg across her lower back. Top leg goes across the top of her neck, or back of her neck. And then I hug the elbow to my chest. And I just give a little rotation and I get my tap. We call this one the Super Kimura. All right, so one more time. I'm framed here, the elbow flares out. I get a nice tight grip in the crook of the elbow. She locks her hands together. I'm pulling, her head comes up. I swing my leg out and around to the same side hip. Now I drive off that hip to reposition myself to make my bottom leg come out easier. Bottom leg comes out, goes across the low back. Top leg goes across the back of the neck. Hug the elbow to my chest. Now I'm just isolating those little muscles in the shoulder and I rotate the arm back. I'm not worried about stuffing it into her back pocket or bringing it across her chest. Once I get it perpendicular, the joint and the muscles get a lot weaker. So again, I'm Jim Miller of Miller Brothers MMA. This is Marissa. If you're interested in watching any more videos, come visit us at millerbrothersmma.com.